Hey everyone, this is Wes from the Console Gaming Crew, and we couldn't be happier to announce that we are now part of the Boss Rush Podcast Network and are featured on BossRushGames.com. BossRushGames.com is a great place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there is a growing collection of podcasts in not just the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be a part of such a great network of podcasters, so please stop by and give everyone a listen. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Yo, crew members, what it be?
Hey.
Ooh.
Hello. We have a
Yes!
mouse. We have a mouse in the. We have a baby alpha in the. Andy, you want to say hi?
No.
All right.
No. Yo.
We ain't cutting that out.
No. I just want you to pause it because I want to hear it right now. So, that was an interesting introduction.
Yeah, what happened?
Wes plays us now because...
Explain yourself.
I will explain myself.
Okay, please.
We, usually when we cut these mics on and we start recording, we hear our intro music so we know when to start.
Time out. Ever since this new system came in...
Did you hear his lips just like... Like, what were you just sucking on?
Like, he really... he's
Tequila?
really...
Okay,
he's
that's
really
fair.
about to defend himself.
He was.
Wet
And
the whistle.
he like... My hand threw up.
Well, not so. With this new system, with the computer and the monitor, everything else, I haven't been able to figure out how to get the intro music to come through the headphones.
That's a really good
Yeah.
excuse.
So that's why ever since we've had this system, we haven't had the intro. With the laptop, we had the intro.
That's fine.
fair.
Well, Wes said, "Are y'all ready?" And we didn't hear any of the music, so I'm like, "Okay, like we're not going to start yet." I just took a sip. I
Adapt
can
to
afford
the times.
I can afford to swallow. That's what she said. And then Wes just starts his intro, and I'm like, I'm still swallowing something. So I'm like, hi guys.
It was so much better than what you just did. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Son of a bitch. Anyway,
So what do you got? What do we got today, Andy?
what we got today is free and a week late. That's what we're coming
Oh,
with.
so you mean it's supposed to be free and new, but
It's supposed to be free and new, but it's for a good reason because we had some really cool episodes that we did. We had an interview. What was it? The interview? Was
yeah,
that
we
what
did the interview.
We had the interview that is going to be coming out either
Soon. Coming soon.
later May or June. Yeah,
Yeah, with
Celeste from 1v1 for Boss Rush.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Wes. Andy, I feel like Andy forgot her name and why we did it.
No, neither.
Because you were like,
no, I just didn't remember if it was what we did with her or if it's because of what we did with Alex. I didn't
Well,
remember
no,
which one.
it's mainly the interview with Alex that we did because we did the Mortal Kombat review.
Yeah.
But
we
Into which that was incredible.
That was so much fun. We got to have him
But-
on more, though.
We will.
Even if it's not just, like, it doesn't have to be Mortal
Just for
Kombat.
anything.
Just for anything.
Yeah.
If he's,
I
like,
would-
bored, like, hey.
Dude, I would
Hey, you
like,
wanna come on?
I would like to have Celeste back on without her having to interview us. Like, just be able to have a conversation.
Yeah,
have her
like-
part of our podcast.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That'd be dope. But
She- for it. Let's go.
Yeah, she was awesome.
But rather than just chalk it up, throw it in the bin, and not do it, we said, fuck it. We'd rather give you free and a week late than not give it to you at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have the, again, free and a week late games with gold lineup for Xbox first, which is what I always give you. So let's do that. On the Series X and S, you could battle to claim the throne in Armello and uprise and take over the overworld in Dungeons 3. And then the classic lineup via backwards compatibility. Put on the cowl and fight crime in Lego Batman.
Batman.
It's
Hi, Batman.
yours is better.
Yeah, yours is way better.
Thanks, guys.
And rule and manage your island nation in Tropico 4. So starting off with Armello, which is available May 1st to the 31st, a grim fairy tale board game comes to life. This swashbuckling adventure brings together the deep tactics of card games and rich strategy of tabletop games, all combined into a character-building RPG. As the hero, you'll wage epic battles, explore the vast kingdom, cast spells, and vanquish monsters, all with the ultimate goal of becoming the next king or queen of Armello. Next is Dungeon 3. Help the Dungeon Lord succeed in... Holy shit, I didn't even tell you when that's coming out. So Dungeon 3...
We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, available May 16th to June 15th, so this one runs, one of those split month. Dungeons 3. Help the Dungeon Lord succeed in conquest in this dungeon-building real-time strategy game. Head the front lines under the guidance of his chief lieutenant, the Dark Elf Thalia, and command the most terrifying army the world has ever seen. Choose among orcs. So, I have never heard the plural of that. Look at this word. Succubae. You see that, right?
The plural for succubus?
Yeah, because I was about to say, I agree, it wouldn't be succubuses.
Succubi?
I think it's Succubi. Yeah. I just saw the bay and I was like,
I would think it would be
baby.
Succubi.
Anyway, so we'll go with that. Choose among orcs. Succubi. You know I'm frazzled when I'm going with when I'm letting Wes tell me how to pronounce something. But choose among orcs.
That was hard.
Succubi, zombies, and more, and use every trick in the book to take down the do-gooders of the overworld once and for all. Lego Batman time.
Yes.
Lego Batman time, which is arguably, I think we all agreed, is probably the best of the four here.
Yeah,
having not played
Lego
any
games
of them,
are the
but
shit.
We do at least have experience with Lego games. Lego Batman available May 1st to the 15th. He is vengeance. He is the knight. He is Lego Batman. Build, drive, swing, and fight your way through Gotham as the Cape Crusader, as his sidekick Robin.
Now,
and in a game...
Sorry.
Oops!
Yep.
Oops!
Oops.
Fine.
Go ahead, Andy.
No. I still want to go ahead and say something.
You motherfucker.
He just pulled like the daddy podcast card. This is my house. These are my rules.
No,
I speak.
Not at all. Not at all.
Fun fact, I slung my dick all over his mic earlier. He wasn't in here. Go ahead, lick it.
No.
What? I don't like the sound your mouth made, but continue. Continue with your interruption.
I figured with the intro of the Batman, you would have went ahead. I mean, look, I know you squeak, but you could have went ahead and at least tried to went ahead.
No, know your limits. Know your limits. Batman doesn't know his limits. I know my limits.
His is not a Batman voice.
No, I know my limits.
He would have been like, I'm Batman.
I'm the Cape Crusader. I do this. I sling boom batarangs.
Okay, so all right. Now that Wes's interruption is over, and Whitey Duvall left, in a gameplay twist, play as the villains in story mode and help their nefarious plans to take over the city. That is Lego Batman. And lastly, we have Tropico 4, which is available May 16th to the 31st. Tropico 4 as El Presidente, the ruler of your small island nation. It is your job to gain the support of the people, negotiate with foreign superpowers, and even deal with any natural disasters which threaten your country. Test your political mettle, and remember that everyone has an agenda, so while it's good to keep your friends close. Cool. Close.
Sick. Succubi.
It's... Well, it's good to keep your friends close. It is better to keep your enemies closer. So that is what they have for Xbox Series X and S. Again, that is Armello, available May 1st to the 31st. Dungeons 3 from May 16th to June 15th. Lego Batman, May 1st to the 15th. And Tropico 4, May 16th to the 31st.
Did you eat a package of super glue before you came here? Like, what the fuck is wrong with your mouth?
A package of super glue?
No, I said glue. But this man's over here thinking about super goo.
I thought you said super goo. I was like, wow. That's one of the best things I've heard in a long time.
Fucking baby outfit.
But anyway, now that I'm done with Xbox, I'll turn it over to Anthony to give you the free games with your PS
I'm probably going to fuck up too, but anyway.
Go ahead. I am waiting for this.
This is PlayStation Plus games for May. Battlefield 5, Stranded Deep, and Wreckfest Drive Hard Die Last. All playable on May 4th.
Drive hard or hot?
No, it's... Your ear's not working either? I said...
You said drive hard.
Drive hard.
Hard.
Like that is one huge cock. As he's sipping his drink, he's like, fuck. Oh, jeez. I opened up the... Join forces with players worldwide as you plunge yourself into the dark heart of battle, crunch metal, and burn rubber on a carnage-filled racetrack against friends, or strip back to the bare essentials and attempt to survive treacherous paradise solo. Enticing, challenging prospects all... But which will you try first when next month's PlayStation Plus games are already out? I was going to say the 4th of May, but they're already out. Anyway, Wreckfest Drive Hard, Die Last, PS5. Burn rubber, break rules, and shred metal into the full contact racer from the creator of the Flat Out. Race and upgrade patch together carts, improving their looks and toughening up their body armor to survive the epic crashes and neck-to-neck fights over the finish line to competitive races. Enjoy some hilarity in challenge mode as you get behind the wheel of crop harvesters, three-wheelers, and much more. Then challenge your friends online in a multiplayer up to 24 players. That's pretty cool. Battlefield 5 for the PlayStation 4. Enter mankind's greatest conflict with Battlefield 5 as the series goes back to its roots in a never-before-seen portrayal of World War II. Experience all-out multiplayer with your squad in the vast grand operations and the cooperative combined arms and take Take on single-player war stories as you fight in epic, unexpected locations across the globe. And last, I have Stranded Deep for the PlayStation 4 as well. It is... it looks pretty cool.
Is that the survival game?
So I'll read it for you really quick. Test your survival skill.
What? Just my man in a 5-second span just tried to
Andy shared that package of goo.
like he literally just tried to speak the alphabet.
I did. I went from A to Z in a matter of seconds.
That was impressive.
Test your survival skills in this open world adventure. I guess that answers your question about the survival game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
You're welcome. In the aftermath of a mysterious plane crash, you are stranded in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Alone, without any means to call for help, you must do what you can to survive. Explore underwater. I just stopped and paused because I saw Andy looking at me. Explore underwater and on land as you hunt for supplies to craft the tools, weapons, and shelter you need to stay alive. Stay sharp. Hunger, thirst, and exposure conspire against you as you brave treacherous elements and the dangerous creatures of the Pacific. All games will be available for PlayStation, which they are currently now, until Monday, May 31st.
Sweet. I was only laughing because at one point you were reading that like a horrible comic book or something. Every word was, you know what I'm saying? Every word was different. Join as an epic strategy. He is falling down. It's a plane crash. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
A really bad comic book read.
All right, so let's get into the new games for May of 2021. So the games that have already come out are Resident Evil Village, which came out May 7th. That's for PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Little fat clap.
Solid fab clap.
I'm super excited for that and that sexy, enormous vampire.
So many people are loving on the 9-foot, very busty Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
I believe is how you say her name.
Yeah, she's talented.
Yeah. She also is like straight.
That was possibly one of the best things I've seen.
She's also straight Lady Deathstrike. You know what I mean? Dude, have you seen when she like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty sick.
that's some wild shit.
I saw it in the I think you see it for a second in the
in some of the
that demo.
Yeah, in some of the playthrough stuff. Also, the game that came out May 7th was Blazing Beaks for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And by the time this comes out, another game that's already going to come out is Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. And that'll be for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Series X and S. That one we actually thought was pretty interesting when we first saw some of the gameplay. I think Andy and I watched something on it.
I would say,
one of like the Xbox or PlayStation events.
Okay.
They went ahead. They had a little bit of because it's like a PvP, but it's like a 3v3, and you can go ahead you can go straight like stealth on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You need to go ahead and you need to steal something from like a church or some other place like that, and then be able to get out at the same time. But there's other teams trying to do the same thing.
Stealing from churches and shit.
Well, I mean, it's Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
So, May 13th, you have Monster Harvest coming out for the Switch, and then you have the DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is called Wrath of Druids. That's also going to be coming out May 13th at PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia.
I still haven't played that damn game.
I don't have it. I've heard it's good.
I don't have it either. But I do know what system I will be getting.
So I just went to another place. What game was that?
Happy place.
Assassin's
Creed Valhalla. What is the matter with? The tequila has hit my face so hard I cannot move my bottom jaw.
We love the Assassins.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
The DLC is called Wrath of the Druids.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I have not played it.
Fucking mouth.
We are horrible today. May 14th is one of the big ones, especially I know for us, because that is going to be the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's going to be coming out for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Series S and X.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Xbox to just be like, oh, by the way, we're going to put it on Game Pass for you.
Dude. Yo,
look, but I'm serious. It wouldn't fucking surprise me if they did.
No, it wouldn't. Especially with the EA Play.
That's what I mean.
Everything else, they already have the other. Just replace the Mass Effects that are already on there with the Legendary one.
And so
it's not like they're not already on there.
Plus, all all of the 40 DLCs that are
Oh
part
yeah,
of it.
really quick, just to interject, I have a PlayStation 5 now, and which I've had. But I'm at the
Strike
Xbox.
that, reverse it.
I'm at the Xbox Series X. I finally got one. I
Yep.
don't think we ever talked about that recently.
Well, not because you were having issues last time.
I was having issues, but I got it all figured the fuck out and fixed. So I do have a Series X.
So it's exciting because now everything applies to you.
Yes, everything applies to me now.
It's awesome, dude.
So I just thought I'd interject that. I'd like
it's
to
exciting
remind people
news.
that I have PlayStation 5 too, because I'm a fucking idiot. Jesus,
Guys,
fuck.
everybody,
You know the worst part about it
everybody,
is,
I still have my PlayStation 5.
you know,
I
you know
still
the
have
best
it.
fucking part about this entire fucking little segue that I just threw in here. Fun fact: I'm not even fucking drinking today.
Yeah, right?
How about that? How's your brain? I don't know. It's foggy. Fuck off. Jesus, I'm gonna stay quiet.
May 14th, we also have Subnautica is going to be coming out for the Switch. You have the DLC for Subnautica Below Zero, and that's going to be coming out for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, the Series S and X, and the Switch. And Famicom Detective Club is going to be coming out for the Switch. That's one of those old school Nintendo games. You know what I mean? It's all text based, like mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To where like you're trying to figure out all different types of shit in the game. So, this one cracks me the fuck up. So May 18th, we have Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that name
yes.
since I was a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Wet Dreams.
Oh my god.
Dry Twice.
That's incredible.
One,
That's
it's incredible. Two, that's a fucking.
Oh,
That's a
man.
terrible name.
That's incredible.
That's going to be for the Xbox One, PS4, and Switch.
I remember
That's gonna be on the
playing-
Switch.
yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Dirty
Fuck.
as hell.
You-
on
that- you
on such
have-
a family console.
You have
Yeah.
got to have your kids leave the room when you play that game. I remember having like sperm races and all sorts of shit in the first one.
That's what you just play
the
it on
last
your
one.
fucking Nintendo Switch Lite. Don't show
There you go.
anybody.
Don't show
What are you
nobody.
playing? Nothing.
And turn the sound down, please.
Just put your fucking headphones in.
All right, May 19th,
Jesus.
we have Never Yield going to be coming out for the Switch. May 20th, The Wild at Heart for the Xbox One, and Just Die Already is going to be coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Hey, watch it.
Well, that's straightforward.
That's a little aggressive.
What are you playing? Just die already. Well, fuck you too, dude. Tell me what you're playing.
May 21st, we have Metopia is going to be for the Switch. Rust, which is actually Rust is one of those like Fortnite, Apex Legends type of games.
Battle Royale type.
Yeah, Battle Royale type of thing. And that's going to be coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. And this is one that we talked about during one of the PlayStation events, Knockout City. That's that.
Oh, is that the
dodgeball?
dodgeball?
Yeah,
We were interested in that.
Yeah, that's
So,
definitely
like,
that's
something
going to
I'll
be
throw down.
PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Oh, please
Okay.
come to Game. That's the type of thing that seems like it's made for Game Pass.
It really does.
Please come.
I did last night.
The fact is that could have gotten worse because I was about to say, "Please come," because I want to sling balls everywhere.
Jesus fuck.
Oh, all right. May 25th. Another game I think is going to be pretty cool. Biomutant is going to be coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. Man
Saw that,
Eater.
right? We're just gonna talk about that juju you just put on your mic before you started talking. You're like, and the next one, I was like,
Well, no.
All right, this day is just
my
fucking-
goatee. The hair on my goatee.
This is just you got fucking slappy gums over here, super goo. Like what the fuck?
and Super Squeak too. That was in the
Jesus.
beginning.
sheesh, trim that thing, bruh.
So for May 25th, we have Biomutant coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. Man Eater is going to be coming out for the Switch. That's the one with you swim around as a shark and you just start fucking people up.
Weren't you playing that or no?
Yeah, I really didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
I wanted to play that so bad. Yeah, I know. My son's fucking going
No,
ballistic upstairs.
wait. Man-Eater. How's that a new game?
It's new for the Switch.
Oh, that makes sense.
Switch is one of the last systems for it to come out.
No, that makes sense. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I played it. How the fuck is that new? But it makes sense. Switch. Got it.
Yeah. An airport for aliens currently run by dogs.
What the
Wait,
That's a hell of a name for
say
a game.
that one more game.
An airport for aliens currently run by dogs is going to be coming out for the Xbox Series S and X. And then King of Seas is going to be coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
That shit still got my head fucked up. It's like a Panic at the Disco song.
Really? May 27th, you have the Oddworld Collection is going to be coming out for the Switch. That one I might actually be looking at. Huh?
Oddworld?
Yeah.
Wow. Dope.
And then for May 28th, we have World's End Club for the Switch, 7 Years From Now for the Switch, and Song of Horror, the Complete Edition, is going to be for the PS4 and Xbox One. And that's everything for the new.
Sick.
So let's give everybody the news. Alright, let's break this shit down. PlayStation has acquired a minority interest in Discord. You know what I mean? Following everything that happened with Xbox not being able to buy out Discord. You can actually buy them. So
That's a good thing.
look, I'm not arguing with it. Personally, I'd rather have nobody fuck with Discord, just let it be its own thing because it's great the way it is.
Yeah, well, and so I think that's going to be an issue when you see a big company like Microsoft try and take over, is when it starts to get more regulated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. Yeah, so because like right now, Sony has a minority stake in the company, and the main reason they do, a lot of people believe, is that it's going to be a little bit more towards their party chat and stuff like that. Which for PlayStation they do need to kind of work a little bit better on.
Right, but we talked about this off mic. So that being said, that also brings the opportunity in for cross-play platform communication as well.
Yeah, because it already lets you do that anyway.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I can run everything off of like my laptop or the computer and go ahead and still be playing on the Xbox and then be talking to everybody through Discord that's in my chat or that's on my team.
But what I'm thinking Sony's doing is they're doing this for cross-play platform games, where they're setting themselves up for when that time comes. You know what I'm saying?
For like Fortnite, say, you mean somebody playing on Xbox is on a team with somebody on PlayStation, and you can go ahead and just use it to go ahead and that's the way you have the party talk.
Or it could be potentially further on down the road. Like I could play you and Madden. I'm playing on PlayStation. You're playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
And we're party chatting through Discord.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's something. We'll find out and see what happens, but I think this is going to be a way forward for cross-platform chatting, cross-platform play. Like it's going to encompass, I think, a lot.
Yeah, and look, like I said, it has user-created channels. Look, we have a Discord that we will eventually put out to the public.
Yep.
But you can use it for text, voice, video chat. Because I've used it for some of the party chat stuff before. You know what I mean? With I think playing Fall Guys, I went ahead and used it to go ahead and like talk with Shell and a few other people. While we're going ahead and throwing down.
Nice.
Because Discord has reported over 140 million users per month around the globe. Wow, dude, it is huge.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Discord is now the #1 channel for gamers to be able to go ahead and talk to other gamers.
Yeah, that's sick.
You know what I mean? Over everything, PC, Switch. Because Switch basically has no audio channel to use.
I know.
So PC, Switch, PlayStation, Microsoft, dude, this is the main way to go.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh yeah, here we go. So, do you guys remember a game called Sunset Overdrive?
Mm-hmm. I already know about this. So
yeah,
slinging record albums and shit. Well, records.
Yes,
Some
record albums.
How
old are you? Jesus Christ.
He's
Slinging
younger than
vinyls.
us.
Slinging vinyl.
Jesus Christ.
So, Sony has registered a trademark for the previously exclusive Xbox game Sunset Overdrive. The whole, like, Anthony, you were explaining to me before what this was all about.
Right. So the reason that Sony is now able to, or they're going to produce this game for the PlayStation or for Sony, is Insomniac. Insomniac Games is the one who created this, and at the time, they were a freelance company, I guess you could say, and the game was originally created for the Xbox. Being is how Sony purchased Insomniac Games, and you look at the games like Spider-Man, Spider-Man Miles Morales, stuff like that, they now have the rights to create the game Sunset Overdrive, which they can actually produce, and you'll be able to play on PlayStation.
Yeah. Now, that's one of those games that I consider very underrated.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you played it. I played it. It was extremely vibrant color-wise. It was absolutely... It was like looking at a canvas every time. It was absolutely beautiful. The colors would pop. I thought it was a really good game.
Oh, 100%.
Right. And you and I did talk about this, and hopefully you get to see production for the next gen system. You get to see it for the PlayStation 5. Because
and that's what
seeing it, oh my God. Seeing it in 4K, sign me up. Sign me up. It's going to look absolutely stunning.
In between 4K and ray tracing.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, this game could...
And then on top of that, right, they create it for the PlayStation 5, the adaptive triggers.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Like, let's fucking go, dude.
Yo, feeling yourself, grinding on, like, on the wires above,
100%.
Above the little area that you're in, and go ahead, like, dude, shooting all the guns and...
Yep.
That'd be sick.
Slinging vinyl, as Andy was putting it.
Slinging them vinyls.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
I'm excited to see what they do with this. I really am.
I am as well.
Next thing we have is what used to be called the Tribeca Film Festival is now just called the Tribeca Festival.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're bringing in music. Obviously, they have movies, but now they're also bringing in games,
Which is going to be interesting. I mean, it's cool though.
I'm excited for it. I mean, and especially for some of the games that are, this first round of games that are going to be a part of Tribeca. So you have Harold Halibut, which is going to be from Slow Bros. You have Kenna, Bridge of Spirits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the big ones that we're all excited
Excited about
for
that,
from Ember Lab. Lost in Random, which is from Zoink Games and Electronic Arts. Norco, which is from Geography of Robots and Raw Fury. Sable from Shedworks and Raw Fury. Signalis from Rose Engine and Humble Games. The Big Con from Mighty Yell. And then 12 Minutes from Luis Antonio and Annapurna Interactive. So 12.
So does that game take 12 minutes?
Well, no, everything takes place within a 12-minute span, but it's a loop game. You need to continuously learn new things because
In that 12 minutes.
essentially you murdered your wife, or it looks like you murdered your wife.
No, let it go.
Why?
Let it go.
Dog, his goatee literally came back with a vengeance. Did you see that?
Hey, man.
Shit went into his mouth. He's like,
Yeah, it
How do I
happens.
taste, man?
It happens. But yeah, dude, I am very, very excited for this. This is going to everything's going to be dropping with this, I believe. May 24th. You know what I mean, off of the Tribeca website. So I feel like we need to go ahead and mark that one in our calendars because we can this is definitely an awesome episode to go ahead and talk about. What's going to be popping at Tribeca.
cool.
Yes, sir.
I think that's one of those things we could fucking do together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
let's go.
Absolutely.
So the last one I have is something that we've been talking about off mic, and we're just trying to go ahead and just wrap our heads around it. So Sony is facing a lawsuit over the PlayStation Store with their digital sale exclusivities. So the big thing that we're basically getting from this,
That's
from
a solid word for a tequila mouth.
this is coming from Bloomberg Report. The class action lawsuit filed by consumers notes that restricting digital purchases from to the official Sony PlayStation Store, SIE, are able to charge up to 175% higher than the physical games sold by retailers both online and in store. Now, the digital copies of some of these games you can't actually buy on Amazon. They stopped letting them do that in like 2019.
Okay.
So because of that, Sony's able to go ahead and basically charge whatever the fuck they want
Are
in
we talking
the
like,
PlayStation Store.
But are we talking like big name games?
We're talking any games.
So you go to a lot of places like Best Buy, GameStop, Target. They have the
cards.
They have the cards that you can buy for the same price. You just buy the card and put the code in. I mean, I get it. It's an inconvenience if you want to have the digital and you just want to buy it directly from the store.
Yeah.
But if you're going to bitch about the price, look online and then go to the location and pick it up.
All right. So
Like that's look. Now you got me started because that's an issue of mine. I get it. I'm the same way. Like if I find it on a PlayStation Store and Andy and I have done this before. We'll look on the PlayStation Store. It's X amount of dollars, and we'll look online and it'll be at a local store somewhere cheaper. I'm gonna go to the store and buy it. Even
Yeah.
if I spent the same fucking money in gas that I would have spent, and it's the same fucking
Everything would have
price.
equated out, yeah.
Exactly. I still don't fucking care because at the end of the day, in my brain, I just got it for cheaper. Just go to the store and get it.
yeah, so
My brain lied to me, but it makes sense to me.
Exactly.
So with it being explained in the lawsuit, Sony's monopoly allows it to charge super competitive prices for the digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in a competitive retail market, and significantly higher than they would be in a competitive retail market for digital games.
Okay.
So is this like where, if you go to the supermarket and you buy aluminum foil, and then you go to like Rite Aid and buy aluminum foil, it's always way more expensive at Rite Aid?
Yes.
It's like the same. Like there's certain places that when you're buying for convenience, chances are you're going to spend more because
Right.
it's more convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
As long as they're not going
go
out
to
of
the
bounds,
store and look for
as long
it.
as they're not getting out of bounds with it.
Well, I mean, look. So,
Then
I don't
again,
know,
they can't
I
force
don't know
you to
which
buy it.
games it is, but certain games are being charged up to 175% more.
Oh, do I need a game though?
Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
I need.
That's a lot of fucking money.
It's definitely a
No.
lot of money, but you also need to figure out like what is it a big title game? Like, what kind of game is it?
But and again, if you're charging that and people don't buy it, you're not going to be able to continue charging that. If
Exactly.
people aren't buying it.
Correct.
So just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Don't give them the reason to keep being able to do it.
Andy, you're making way too much sense, and common sense is not a thing. That's not a thing anymore.
So Sony did stop allowing third-party retailers such as Amazon from selling the digital codes. You mean for
said,
PlayStation games back in 2019? Yeah, but Nintendo has done a similar thing, and actually they have suspended European retailers from selling first-party digital codes.
Okay.
So and look, I mean, like for Nintendo, I've seen that because I've tried to find like Animal Crossing, digital codes or something like when I was first looking for the game. I tried looking everywhere for it and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm curious to see what the hell happens with this lawsuit.
It's good. Like I said, it's going to depend on if people still purchase it. If people purchase it, it ain't going to change.
What's going to
If
happen
people
with the
are like-
lawsuit
if
is
people are
Sony's
like,
just going to
"Screw
be like,
this."
okay, fuck it, here's your money.
Yeah,
Because
do
at
you
the
really
end of
think Sony doesn't have enough money to just
Exactly.
shut
Just,
up whatever
like,
the issue
shut
is?
the fuck up. Stop your bitching because you fucking think you deserve everything. So here you go. And I know that comment I just said might piss off a couple people. Whatever. Get over it. Like, get over it.
So we also know, and we're leaving this stuff out for a reason. We also know that there is, a lot of stuff going on with the Epic versus Apple lawsuit and everything else that's happening there. We are going to go ahead and do a full episode on that because there is stuff, dude, they're letting all the secrets out in the gaming world.
So, and we did talk about this off mic. We kind of want that to play out just a little bit more so we can actually produce more information for you down the road.
Yeah.
We don't want to like have the next episode be this and then we don't have all the information to follow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
gonna
we know what the battle is, but we don't know anything else.
Right.
Like,
so we want to be able to
shake
be
out
like
of it.
point A to point B, and here's everything you need to know.
Oh, dude, there has been an F ton of stuff that has already come out so far within this.
Well, I read a little bit of the article on
Yeah.
IGN, and they were talking about Samsung. I'm like, Samsung, what the fuck? Like, every Xbox, Samsung. I'm like,
We got some names involved in this,
we
dude.
got some companies.
the skeletons in Microsoft's closet are being hung out to dry right now. Like, dude, they seriously over the last 3 days, I've read some articles and some stuff. Like, one of the things I saw was
So you're telling me I should not have bought an Xbox?
well, no, like, not so like Microsoft has not made they haven't been in the black when it comes down to selling consoles in fucking years.
I got you.
Literally, like Xbox One, Series X. Dude, they haven't, dude. They've been in the red constantly with these consoles.
Yeah.
But because of the game sales and like Game Pass and stuff like
Makes
that,
up for it.
it's helping them lead into going ahead and being in the black. But for the most part, they're in the fucking red with this
Yeah,
stuff.
I got you.
And we will go ahead and give you guys more of stuff like that when we actually go ahead and do this Epic versus Apple episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
And that's what we have in news. So, Andy's basically the only one that's going to talk about what's happening, because I ain't do shit, neither did Anthony.
Yeah, and Andy's been really.
I kind of
quiet
want
this
his.
episode.
I kind of want his beard to ask me.
Your beard should ask.
Hey, what are you playing, man?
All right. Well, what the fuck are you playing?
Oh shit. Oh god, I kept it going.
Jesus.
So, where do I start? Where do I start? I guess I should start Freaky Friday, eh?
Yeah.
Where do you start? Where do you finish?
Yeah. So I finished up Blair Witch as I thought I would, because when I stopped last week, you just got the feeling that it was coming to a close pretty quick. So I didn't know how long it was going to be, but I knew I'd be able to get it done in a night, and it took about a half hour.
Yep.
Picked up right where I left off. I was in that fucked up house. I was in that stupid Blair Witch house, and boy, things got twisty. Even more twisty. You actually watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I did.
So
That shit was nuts.
So I'm continuing to walk around this house with literally no idea what I'm doing. It seemed like the whole thing was just set up to like constantly, show me more about my past, and it's like a psychological.
Why you're continuously being called a traitor, a murderer, everything else like that. So
Yeah. And, spoiler alert, I will give, there are multiple endings, there are 4 endings.
4.
I'll spoil mine. There's still 3 other ones.
Yo, when you were in that one room, with the woman, with the eye, with the hijab, and then only seeing her eyes,
Yeah.
and then you finally realize, why she's been a focal point.
Yeah.
Yo, you and I both were like, oh fuck. Like,
Yeah. So, long story incredibly short, I end up in a room after fucking going around in circles in this house like 3 or 4 times, getting your mind fucked all over the place. I end up in a room with 4 doors. And I asked Wes, I'm like, dude, pick one. I'm gonna let you send me home here.
Well, at first you only saw 2 doors, so you were like, all right, left or right.
Yeah, and then I saw like 2 closed door on the sides. And then I was like, wait a minute, how many endings did you say that there were? He was like, 4. I was like, all right, I feel like I'm choosing my ending here.
Yeah.
So Wes sent me in the second room, and, you know, I go down and, dude, they really, in this last 30 minutes, ramped up the noise in my ears.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, fucking whispering shit in my ears and, come here, you, turn around. But,
You said at one point you heard and you felt like somebody was breathing on the back of your neck.
yeah, dude, that was crazy. I was looking at the wall, and I just hear this, like behind me, and I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking turn around right now, like, at all.
I mean, when you did, there was nobody there, but
it went, one thing you didn't know because you weren't the one actually playing it.
Thank God.
There ended up being like a classic Blair Witch scene or premise, basically, which is like the whole thing with the Blair Witch is like, never look at her. Never. It's like Medusa. Don't ever look in her eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing. So you find one of those videotapes, one of the cassette tapes, the
camcorder tapes.
yeah, them little Jones, that you that basically is what you use the whole game to learn like what your next step should be. And I find one that shows the exact same room I'm in, the exact same door I'm about to walk through, but it was someone walking through it, and he gets like blasted back.
Yep.
And then immediately just runs in the corner. See, I never actually knew. Maybe I didn't pay attention, or maybe they didn't explain it in the first movie. Maybe it was something that came after. I never realized that that's why people stood in the corner in those Blair Witch movies.
To not look at her.
To not look at her. You just keep yourself
You're
in a corner
guaranteed.
and just...
You're guaranteed not to see a reflection or anything.
Yeah, so that's why they stand in a corner. So that's what happened in that thing, and as soon as that happened,
She tried to make you turn.
all hell broke loose. So I was like, fuck it. I ran to the corner, and I'm just standing there, and the whole time she's like, look at me. But the whole time it was happening, it was forcing me to turn. I had to keep using the analog stick to keep like looking in the corner, and it would change. Sometimes it was going this way, sometimes it was that way. Like, it was really trying to get me to turn around. I was like, no. And then I get to the end, and my ending essentially was the dude that I've been chasing the entire time throughout this game, who basically abducted this little boy or whatever.
Carver,
yeah. So I find him outside. Once I finally get out of this fucked up ass house, I find him outside, and I teed off on him.
You're also seeing things. So
yeah,
so
the whole thing is
so when you're walking through the woods, you're still thinking that you mean that you're in the Middle East, going ahead. You mean around like all these
wartime and
you mean
shit.
the sand, and you mean these half broken places. So you keep on like trying to peek in and hide around and do all this other stuff. Cause you see him, and then it puts you back in the sand.
Okay.
And then you're just seeing like a desolate wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and then you end up in a room.
I don't even remember which room this was now.
You end up in a room with, this is what we're talking about before. With a woman, wearing a hijab, and she's freaking out.
Yeah.
Because you're there.
You burst into her room, and she doesn't know what the fuck's happening.
He just keeps on asking her to be quiet, shh, 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 and then eventually,
I stab her in the fucking stomach.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, definitely heavy. Fucked him up because he was fucked up immediately after doing it. Like
immediately just comes saying, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. You weren't quiet. I'm sorry." Like just he's just cycling. You can hear it in his head.
It's like that wartime
around.
scenario shit you see where it's like, you're gonna cost me my life now because you're not being quiet. And it sucks. Like, I can't even imagine ever having to be in that situation at all. But once all that fuckery goes down, I believe I'm still in the house for a little bit before I get outside, or did it take me outside?
No. All this happened when you were outside.
Oh yeah, because
all this happened when you're outside.
That was when I stabbed him.
You play the game.
Yeah, dude,
immediately.
When I
after,
say this is a mind fuck, it melts your brain, dog. It's tough.
Immediately after you stab her, you look down at your hands. You see your hands are bloody, and then you're in the woods again. Your hands are still bloody. And you look up at Carver, and then you just tee off.
And that's the dude.
Yeah, that's the dude. You tee off on him, and then
Attaboy.
Basically you fucking kill him.
Okay.
But the whole thing about it is that when you kill him, you become him.
Yeah, my dude walks over and like looks at this fucking reflection, and it's like basically like it said at the end that like I gave into my rage, and due to me giving into my rage, I guess maybe that's something with the Blair Witch. I guess like he was born again basically, and I become him. So the cycle.
You become
the
so
cycle continues.
Carver always exists.
The cycle continues.
Yeah, because like when you look in your reflection, you see, your guy like Elliot, I believe his name, or
I believe his name is Elliot. But you're
You
all.
mean, you see Elliot, but you see the trees and all. I mean, because
His eyes are all
yo,
fucked up.
you could tell from the way your hands were. You know what I mean?
When I was picking up those
you were
pictures.
essentially. You're working your way to becoming him anyway.
Yeah, because remember when I picked up that one picture, I was like, why are my dude's hands? Like, am I a zombie? Like, why are my dude's hands like gray with
And then
like
you sliced your one. I mean, when you crushed that one,
Like, sliced my fucking hand open?
you realize that one looked like her.
Yeah.
Because it was a wooden a wooden like statue,
Mm-hmm.
and when he grabbed it, dude, you could see the hijab. Dude, you could definitely tell. it was something from his past.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Dude, it was,
dude,
and then when he crushed it, his hand got all like bloody and everything else.
and he started raging out. And I had the camcorder, and everywhere that I freaking went, I was just blowing out doors and windows and shit. And like, dude, I actually got a rush from it because every time I would come up to one of them demons, it would just blow it up. And my dude's like, "Yeah, you want this shit?" And he just kept like running. I was like,
and then
"Fuck
everybody
yeah."
hiding in the corners would burn away.
Yeah, but see, now I understand the corner thing. It still freaks me out. I'm still gonna kick someone in the back if I see him standing in the corner like that. I understand why you're doing it, but I believe there's talks about a sequel
Are there?
to that. Yeah.
Oh, I know nothing about that.
But that's where that ended, and then I started. That ended at like, so normally I do Freaky Friday from 8:30 to 10. Basically.
Ended like
and
9.
I no, it was more than that. I ended at like I think like 9:20 or something like that, and I was just like, all right, I'm out of here. and I end the stream, and Wes texts me, he's like, dude, you could have put something else in for like the last 40 minutes. I'm like, nope, it's Freaky Friday, Freaky done, I'm out. I'm good.
That's fair.
But another game that I started that I am wildly captivated by is A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
So this game I didn't know anything about until I got Game Pass. And then I saw the trailer, and the trailer, you really aren't given much. You just see like a chick walking around with her younger brother, and you see a fuck ton of rats.
Oh, that's the one you showed me.
Yeah,
excuse shit's wild.
So
It looks awesome.
It's incredible, and I texted you right away. I was like, dude, this is right up your alley because it's literally a captivating story with 90% stealth, which is the way we play games anyway.
Yeah, boy.
And then like there's some RPG elements mixed in. So basically, the setup of the game is you play as this chick, Amicia de Rune. You're in France, and you're out like. There's gonna be semi-spoiler alert, but this is shit that happens in the first 8 minutes of the game, so it's really all I'm spoiling. But the game starts. I won't spoil how things happen, but you're in the woods with your dad. It's kind of like set up as like a tutorial. You learn, and she's got like this slingshot that whips rocks around.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning how to use that, and you're out with your dog. Your dog, finds like a wild boar out there, and then you're learning how to like hunt and shit like that. And eventually, your dog just takes off. And some fucked up shit happens when your dog takes off. I'll just leave it there. You end up back at the village.
Ooh, sorry. Sidetrack back to Blair Witch.
Oh.
You learn about Bullet. Something happens with Bullet, and you find out about it.
Oh, that he didn't actually die.
I was going to go ahead and kind of leave that up in the air, but
I'm sure he dies in one of them. The story's got 4 different endings. I'm sure he dies in some and doesn't die in the others.
maybe. But yeah, you do learn about the dog. You learn about what happens with the dog because of like what you were talking about, walking around for like fucking 10 minutes, not killing the dog.
Yeah.
You talked about that last episode.
Longevity, and that saved that dog's life. But anyway, so back to this dog. Once this horrific ass shit happens, you end up back in the village. Your dad tells you to go find your mom, your younger brother, tell them that like the woods are inaccessible. We need to get people together, figure out what's going on. As soon as you get to the house to see your mother and you find out about your younger brother, who you really haven't spent much time with because your younger brother's 8 and he's sick, and the mother has kept him locked up in like the house for 8 years trying to like figure out, how to fix him basically. While you're going up there, the Inquisition comes through, like the Holy Inquisition,
Spanish Inquisition.
Like they come in, and they're asking, where the younger brother is. So you escape with your younger brother, and the whole game, like you have to stay with him. If you leave him alone, he'll start to like freak out. It's almost kind of like when you leave Bullet, but like the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't start freaking out, he starts freaking out, and then he can, get you caught and stuff like that. Like the whole game, you're holding his hand, walking him through things. You can tell him to stay in certain places while you go, do different stuff. But basically the premise of the story is you are trying to get to, I don't know if it's a town or I think it's a person, Laurentius, who's like one of the most renowned doctors at that time, to try to help your younger brother out. I haven't come across the rats yet, but I've ended up in some fucked up combat situations, a lot of shit that I've had to do with him. But the story is gripping. Like it keeps you engaged from the get. The voice acting's great. Like
cool.
Everything makes you believe everything that's happening. And dude,
what I
I'm
like.
I'm excited. And the ease of play too. It's like it's not necessarily open world. Like they're decently large maps, but it's fairly linear. So there's only so many places you can go, so it's not super overwhelming to the point where like the story's great, but you're taking forever to get to the next part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the only thing, I think it got a 7 or an 8 on IGN, and I think the only reason that it got that was because, it lacked a little bit of difficulty. They assumed that the game would be a little bit harder, which I'm not mad at, because they said in the same breath that helps keep you engaged in the story because you're not replaying things over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes because I
Nice.
just escaped the Inquisition. I'm assuming not for the last time, but that's where I'm at.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I jumped back into Ori a little bit. I mean, I'm
watched you do some of that today.
Yeah, I'm basically now getting fairly deep into what the actual story is.
Yeah, since Anthony's going to be starting that
I'm
soon,
not
we're not going to
saying
spoil
much,
anything for him,
no.
but I did get a text from Wes last night that basically just said, I'm not going to say what he just said, if X is really going down right now, I'm going to start, what'd you say? I'm going to flip tables?
I'm going to start flipping fucking tables.
I'm going to start flipping tables.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when you see like the trailer and shit like that for Ori and it looks like a cool game, that doesn't strike you as the type of game that's going to make you feel certain things like that. So, but it does.
Oh, it does. 100%.
Oh, it does.
And yeah, other than that, I've just been fucking with Animal Crossing constantly because it's what I do.
Shocker. Anything new? I mean, I don't blame you. I did it for solid 7 months every day.
Jess and I went ahead and did the Mayday maze. That just popped. So
The maze.
Yeah.
I remember Mayday. I don't remember a maze. Maybe this is new this year.
It's an island that you can go to.
Oh yeah. Nope. Do remember.
You mean to where you can go ahead and get the vouchers?
Can confirm.
Yep. Yeah. So we went ahead and we did that. But actually, we went and did that last night. We both were sitting down in the basement, just hanging out, and just fucking running around doing the whole thing, and making sure we got as many of the vouchers as we could.
Nice.
Whose house is more beefy at this point?
Our houses
got
are
more
actually
rooms?
equal now. You know what I mean? No,
Y'all
rooms
so
are equal.
cute.
Well, no, don't forget. I started my island late. You know what I mean? But I've also acquired a lot of money for all the shit that I've been running around and doing. Mainly right now, I'm just trying to go ahead and just get as many things to Blathers as possible for donating.
Did you get any scorpions yet, or is it not scorpion season?
It is scorpion season now. Actually, just got stung yesterday. Last night, yeah. Yeah, she
What's
didn't even realize.
What's her reaction when she gets? So does it startle her at all anymore?
Oh, it caught her off guard.
Does-
I mean, look, I haven't seen a scorpion yet.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna go ahead and catch these bitches because them bitches are money.
Yeah, I think they're same as tarantulas.
Same as tarantulas, yeah.
Which are also money.
Yep.
All the time. I haven't played it, and I don't plan on it for a while.
Yep.
It is true.
Right, so it's going to be that time where you can connect with CGC. You can check us out on consolegamingcrew.com, which is connected to our Gmail, which is consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. You can check us out on our Twitter, which is @consolecrew. We have our YouTube, which is also Console Gaming Crew. We have our podcasts that load there. We also have videos that go up there as well. You have our Instagram, which is Console Gaming Crew. We have our Facebook. I saw get on a plane and try to leave the United States, but they told him it wouldn't work.
Flight's
So I don't
grounded.
know. Yeah, I think the flight was down because they saw that the console
Passport
game-
got revoked.
Well, the passport definitely got revoked. They were like, "Oh, Console Gaming Crew, no." Nothing's happening here. And then we have us, a part of Boss Rush Network.
Yep.
Which is absolutely a fantastic network. It's a network with blogs and other there's other
Genres. of podcasts.
genres.
Content
thank
creators.
Thank you. That you can find there as well, aside from just gaming and us and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then you have our Twitch, which is CGC Podcast. You have Wes's workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every new follower that Wes gets, he will be doing 2 burpees. I think we should increase that number because we need to make him do more.
So I failed a section, and because I failed it, I made myself do 2 burpees.
I think you need to do more than 2.
With me doing 2, I realized how horrible I am at them. So
That's okay.
Did you find
my
out?
form was so trash.
Did you find
gotta
out
be.
if what Alex asked would actually work? Because as soon as she found out about that, Alex was like, "Can I just like unfollow and then follow and then unfollow and then follow and then each one he has to do 2 burpees?"
Well, no, because it's going to be new followers and it'll show an increase.
Technically she'd be new. If she,
I mean,
right?
and also, I mean, if I continuously see her name pop up,
He was like,
I'm
no.
only doing 2 fucking burpees. Like,
Yeah. So no,
I make the
Alex.
rules,
You
goddammit.
didn't specify.
Well, it was
You
just
said every new
specified.
follower. You didn't say it could be the same follower.
Destiny Night is Monday night with Wesley and the boys, and Freaky Friday. We're not going to talk about what Andy's playing just yet because I think he has.
We got to move on to something new. Yeah.
Yep. So Freaky Friday is still a thing. We just got to figure out what it will be, and I will bring that up during the next podcast.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Sick.
All right. So, got it done, y'all. Another episode down. I want to ask everybody to please, we are so close to the end of me having to say this stuff, and I'm so happy for it, man. So, please just stay safe, wash your hands, mask the fuck up.
Game on! Game on, man.
Game on, y'all.